Awesome.
All right, we should be live on YouTube. Hopefully, everything's working out. Had brief problemos there, but we should be good now.
All right. Let me get my laptop up and going. Waiting on the live to pop up, which it takes it a second on my end. And there it is.
Excellent, excellent.
All right. We are live. Officially. Oh my.
The after party, another podcast recorded and in the books, guys. That'll be published tomorrow morning. Yo, look who's in the chat. Come join us, my friend. If the link that was sent to you earlier doesn't work or you're not available or something, just let us know.
That's great.
That's great. That's a familiar face.
So that is Cameron, aka Smoky Stash, on Instagram, who joined us for a second time as a very special guest on the Brothers of the Pipe podcast today.
Yep. Very fortunate that he was able to carve out the time to sample another Ravenwood blend. It's been a lot of fun.
Oh, look what we have going on here.
Hey, that's Josh from Beyond the Burrow podcast. George, as it were. Cameron, you can change your name if you want to your Instagram handle. It is up to you. Josh, thanks for stopping by, man. Really good to see you. Hope you had a very Merry Christmas and you're ready for the new year to come.
Absolutely. And so, give me a
Look
second.
at that serious face from Cameron.
Sorry, I was trying to read.
Words are hard. This is something I've come to find out a long time ago. Words are hard.
So let me tell you how great this cat is that I have. When we're doing the podcast, she knows, and she does. Then, as soon as the after party starts, boom.
Lukester. Oh, so Josh is already back at work. My goodness. I'm going back Monday, and I'm not sure about New Year's Day yet or not myself if I'm working. If I'm not working New Year's Day, guys, I might do a bring in the New Year's live here on YouTube, which will be a lot of fun. Lukester, how are you doing from Kentucky, my friend? Let me guess. Tonight you were smoking Haunted Bookshop in a 7LE 673. If I had to guess, you know.
Did you get the 24 11th day of Christmas? That's what I've got to do.
Okay, so off the jump, are you getting a totally different 10 note?
Where it's in the Mylar bag, it's kind of hard for me to pick up on.
Yeah, for sure.
It keeps it fresh, but it does something about the aroma. You just don't quite get it.
I will say off the jump, it is totally different to me than the 2025.
Okay.
Just off the 10 note, which it's been sitting for over a year, so
Sure.
you'll have that. Definitely more sweet just in general, but not as much as the orange, tangerine, fruity, that specific top note.
Okay.
Or not top note, but essence.
Right. Real quick,
Interesting.
listeners, we just got finished recording the episode Brothers of the Pipe, and we smoked 2025 Ravenwood 11th Day of Christmas. Smoky Stash and I are now trying 2024 11th Day of Christmas. I'm going to give us some comparisons while we chat and raise Cain with Captain Burley Slice of Quarters.
Lukester is smoking 8 State Burley in a 673. So,
Great.
yeah, fantastic blend. Not Haunted Bookshop. I'm proud of him. I bet you before the live is over tonight, Lukester is smoking some Haunted Bookshop.
Only if he's cool.
Well, I've kind of tainted the jury pool now because now he could just hold out to prove me wrong. Josh is smoking. Josh is smoking the 25 edition of 11th Day of Christmas. He says he absolutely loves it. Josh, listen, man.
Great stuff.
Phenomenal blend. James knocked it out of the park. Really, really high quality Virginias in this blend. I'm loving it. I'm on my second bowl. I'm going to finish this and go straight to my third.
I've been chain smoking the 2025 version. I had to slow down to make sure there was enough left for the podcast.
What do you got there, Cameron?
I was going to say, I got to show you this. My daughter made me this tobacco tray.
Nice.
She's 8. But she said, will you show that to them on the video? I was like, yeah. So she's got a little pipe here and then the smoke rolling around it.
And is that glazed? Is that what that is?
Yeah, it was in her little pottery class she did.
Oh, dude, that's phenomenal.
Awesome.
So it's pretty awesome.
How old is she? That's really nice.
8.
She is 8. Yep. And she was actually 7 when she made this. So really, she did a good job.
Oh, dude, that is incredibly cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
kudos to her, man.
sweet.
Good work.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have something quite that cool. With my wife and I, early on in our relationship, did paint me this pipe picture right here, which I cherish.
Oh, yeah.
Lukester made his first order from Ravenwood. It still hasn't shipped. Hopefully it will soon. Lukester, keep us up to date. He says Haunted Bookshop is in queue, and Josh says that's awesome. I'm sure that's to the tobacco tray there. Very unique, very creative. I think you better keep your daughter in those pottery classes, my man. It's hard to tell what you might get next. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Hunter, I was going to tell you this on the intermission, and I forgot to. What is hanging from those deer antlers above you?
So, I did not put those there, and I did not realize those were there.
It is what I thought.
Yeah.
That's funny because I was going to ask you about it earlier. I seen those and I was like,
well, we were already recording, and I kept looking at the shadow to make sure I got the shape right. I'm like, that's a baby onesie or something. You're being totally inappropriate. And I was looking there, and I was looking at the shadow, and I'm like, no, that's the right profile. And I didn't want to say anything while we were recording, but because we're just live in front of the internet, now would be the apropos time to bring it up.
I cannot confirm nor deny what that is. May not be.
Hey, Mark Stewart is in the chat. Thanks for stopping by, man. Very good to see you. Josh said Ravenwood's taking a little time off for Christmas. He's just a one-man operation. This is very true. Leaf and Briar is in the chat. He said that is freaking awesome. Hey, Leaf and Briar has a Morgan Bones collection that's second to none out there on the internet. He is a true believer. And since Mark Stewart says nice Bronco, he had a 75 for 28 years. So everybody check it out. Look at the wreath on there. That's his wife's. I don't know
that's
if
75 as well.
That's a 75 as well. I don't know what you did to mess up to where that was your apology, Cameron, but you did a good job. That will cover over a multitude of sin. You know what I mean?
I didn't pay for this one.
Okay, listen, it's truly beautiful. Leaf and Briar, check out my Morgan Bones Chubby Rhodesian. That is the sweaty work hands Morgan Bones. It's coloring up so nice. I just cannot get enough of this pipe.
Bones is probably the best budget pipe you can buy.
I'm just blown away. I have a sample size of 1, but I love it. I really do. I think I might have someone make me a new a bit for it. I'm gonna maybe commission an artisan maker to do some work on a some plastique for it. But yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it.
So, Cameron, with the 11th day of Christmas 2024, this is my first time smoking the 2024 version. It may be because it has a year of age on it. I don't know. but I feel like I'm getting less of the essence than what the 2025 has, and is a little bit more Virginia profile. And I think the Virginias might be just a little bit more full with a little bit more bread note. Still a brighter.
100%.
I would still call it like on the citrusy side, but I think just a little bit more of not the bottom end, but kind of like you have highs, mediums, and lows when you're dealing with music or sound. This has the mediums turned up just a little bit more and a little bit more depth with the bready notes to me.
Yep. I just started. I'm trying to light it, obviously real soft, just because I do have tendency to tongue bite and get Virginias a little hot. But same thing. Not near as much on the essence, and definitely more bread.
Now, me personally, based on just this, they're both absolutely fantastic. And I wish I had like a drum barrel full of each, But just on first impressions, I think the 2025 is more of my flavor profile, what I prefer, but both absolutely phenomenal. I do not want to make it sound like I'm saying anything negative about the 24. It's not that at all. It's an amazing blend.
I'm a little jealous, actually. I want to try it. Mr. Walt is in the chat. Walt, hope you had a very Merry Christmas as well. Everybody in the chat, I hope your Christmas was absolutely phenomenal. And I really appreciate you stopping by. Everybody chime in. Let us know what you're smoking. Let us know how your Christmas went, what you're doing for the new year. Be a part of the conversation. Cactus Piper making his his entrance.
Leaf and Briar says, gonna drop a pipe cabinet tour soon of the pipe and bourbon hutch. Keep an eye out for that one. And I'm very excited about that because I've been considering at some point in 2026 updating the really bookshelf that I keep all my pipe racks on and maybe investing in an actual pipe cabinet.
I seen a pipe rack on Facebook, one of the groups today, that a guy's son made him out of a used skateboard deck. And I've got several hundred old skateboard decks I could, jigsaw up. But yeah, very cool project. Very cool idea.
Not
awesome. So Leaf and Briar got a 320 St. Nick this year's, and he's got no issues with his. Mine sanded down and actually did a test bowl. I smoked half of a bowl. I'm going real slow. And after I sanded it and cleaned it out, I had no issues as well. I think my problems have been fixed. Hey, Josh, very thankful you stopped by, man. It's really good to see you. Hope you take care. Have a great new year.
We'll see you next time, buddy. Thanks for stopping by.
So Mark Stewart is smoking Arango Balkan Supreme in a Peterson Killenly 999.
And I smoked a lot of that this year.
Yeah, we did.
That is a good bulk English right there.
It is affordable, very good.
So I'm gonna do just a little self-promotion just for a moment. Our good buddy Ravin Revelation did what's called the Bold Flavors experiment, and I have a whole series on that, and it has its own, what do you call the collection of videos that you can save?
Playlist.
If you go to my playlist section, look for the Bold Flavors experiment playlist, and we took Arango Balkan Supreme, and we essentially stoved it 3 different methods at several different temperatures, plus pressed it, and a lot of fun results on that.
Yeah, that was great. I cannot believe he spent so much time to make that happen, sent it out to so many different people just to see what everyone thought of it. How cool is he? Absolutely one of my favorite people on the planet. I kid you not.
Mm-hmm. Great guy.
Dakota.
Yes, sir.
Hunter, on this 24.
Yeah.
You know how we were talking about in the 25, that real clean, I don't know if it's a flavor. It's just an experience. I don't know how this just popped in my head. Real light puffs, and it was like a super sweet but artificial, almost like bubble gum.
Yeah.
But you know how like pink bubble gum, like, or no, you know how Pepto-Bismol almost has like that minty something, whatever it is.
Yep.
I got like the smallest hint of that, but it was like super clean and fresh and like I don't know what that is I'm getting from that. Super.
I know what you mean. If I breathe in through my mouth heavy, I don't taste mint, but you almost get that cool sensation like you have mint. Like it's a very refreshing smoke.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm
Lukester.
like barely even. This thing is like barely getting kissed, and
Like, I know it's not topped, but it has essence to it, and it has to have some kind of casing to balance the pH levels. Virtually all pipe blends do. Could it be maybe natural or case notes of like lemon, perhaps doing that? Because lemon has that citrus, maybe because it does.
well, and that's what I wonder about, like the tangerine and stuff, because I'm not, I'll eat an orange and stuff every now and then, but man, I don't think I ever picked apart the flavors of a tangerine.
Right.
And
I know the 2025, we were talking about the orange notes, and there's a little bit of orange, like marmalade flavor to it, which incorporates a little bit of the peel. And if I'm not mistaken, Hunter read that in the description, right? It said a little bit about orange peel. So, in of itself, orange peel sounds disgusting, but when it's processed in appropriate proportions with something, it adds a little bit of zest that makes it interesting.
It's like an old fashioned, you know what I mean? It has the essence of orange peel. You're not biting into a bitter orange peel, though. It has the zestiness of it, per se.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Man, super clean, though.
Lukester says he cracked open a 2021 tin of 8 State Burley for Christmas. It's lost a bit of the cocoa, but still great.
that's a great blend. I'm not sure if I had the 2021 version. I have to go back and check to see. I've had 2 separate years. I know that.
2023, I believe, is the one you split with me.
Okay.
Or was it 24? I think it was 23.
I think it was
A fantastic blend. Cactus Piper says Galwith Hogarth Bright CR Flake in a Chris Riem Levat. I might be saying that name wrong.
see his pipes all over Facebook, especially in the Facebook groups. I see those a lot. So he's definitely a successful artisan pipe maker.
Yeah, I apologize if I pronounced that incorrectly. I have that tendency.
Who is it?
Chris Room, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I've only ever read it.
REUM?
Yeah, that's him.
It's not the guy from Austria, is it?
I don't believe so.
I got him on
Sean
Instagram.
Ream.
I got the. I'm pretty sure I follow that gentleman on Instagram.
Ooh, hopefully I'm not getting it mixed up with the wrong person.
I might.
Sean Ream, but there's Roots Pipes, wherever it's like REUTZ. He's from Austria.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, he just did the Pipes Magazine radio interview not too long ago. Yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking of. Okay, so Leaf and Briar says housekeeping tonight, smoking Southern Roots Pipes house blend in a Bones Fireside and a cocktail, and the cocktail is bourbon lemonade with Wild Turkey 101 and Country Time. Oh yeah. Okay, and since we mentioned my favorite standby bourbon, sweetheart, she's playing a Hello Kitty game that's like Animal Crossing, but if she can pause it, I'll have her pour me a little Wild Turkey 101 to accompany my Dogfish Head 90-minute IPA because it's the after party. Why not?
Why not? Now that I'm about 1/4 of the way into this, Cameron, I'm getting more of the spiced notes that the 2025 version had. Getting that in the 24 now. It's opening up a little bit more, and I don't want to say it's getting more brighter, but there's a bright, maybe tartness coming through a little bit more. It's good, but it is a little different than the 2025. I do notice some differences, more similarities, but definitely some differences.
Oh, yeah. Super smooth still.
I'll be honest, guys, you're making me jealous.
I have enough for another bowl. Come get it real quick.
I hear you. I got my tracksuit on. I'll just run over. I was I streamed about like 45 minutes of Escape from Tarkov gameplay with a friend earlier here on YouTube, and it's a thank you, love. It's a hardcore Russian first-person shooter, and my wife actually got this tracksuit top for my oldest son, and I kind of commandeered it. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with that today.
I noticed you had.
I watched part of it.
We killed the big boss on that map, which was fun. That was kind of.
So I was watching whenever you hopped down from the rocks and then went to your other rock, and then your buddy got shot, and I was going to ask you something about that. Was he to the left of you whenever that happened?
He was. Yeah, I could see him in my
Okay.
vision. That wasn't an enemy. I knew that was him.
I seen it and I was like, "Who's that?"
Yeah. That game is so hardcore, man. There's no map. There's no hit
Yeah.
markers. It's extremely brutal. But yeah, we play some, and I thought today we would stream on YouTube just as a change of pace. I used to stream on Twitch. I got affiliated on Twitch back when I had a lot more free time and I'd play a lot more games. But I had a little bit of time available today. I had the wife threaten the kids to be quiet while I was doing it, so it worked out.
Game looks super cool.
I like it. It just launched into 1.0, but it's not for everybody, but it's fun. Guys, I love Wild Turkey 101. I've had really good bourbon, expensive stuff, and as a standard high rye bourbon, it goes into the barrel proofed low. They just do it right.
And I think I'm drinking Evan Williams tonight. I think that's what I grabbed.
Another solid drink.
I'm gonna have to go break out something then. I don't have a lot, but
Go grab it. I'm looking forward to what you get.
here I got something. One of the crew leaders from work brought back something from a distillery in Florida. I'll pour a couple fingers of it.
Okay. All right.
I know that very inexpensive basic bourbon, but basic bad thing. It's good stuff.
Lukester watches Landmark play Tarkov, which is the top Tarkov streamer out there. Lukester, I just cut the stream because we were just testing the waters, and I was getting to the point to where like I was running out of room in my stash, and I had to do a lot of housekeeping, and we kind of did what we planned on. And I'll tell you what's funny. Right after I cut that stream, I killed so many PMCs in a row. It was just like I was on fire right after I stopped streaming, which is hilarious. So Walt says he likes Penelope Toasted Rye. I think Penelope's a fantastic distillery. Captain Kirk 32. Is this the Captain Kirk? Good evening, everybody. Just lighting up some McCraney's Red Flake in a Kevin Foster. I love Kevin's pipes. I believe this is the Captain Kirk. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I don't think we've seen you here before. I know who you are. You have a legendary blend in one of the best upcoming pipe. I mean, I don't know how up and coming. He's been around for a while, but Kevin's pipes are phenomenal. Love what he's doing.
So look at that. And the McCraney's Red Flake, I think, Cameron, didn't you send me a sample of that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Cactus Piper says, y'all are talking about fancy drinks. At Christmas, someone was just passing around maraschino cherries soaked in Everclear.
We were at our Christmas dinner, and Dakota and I's younger sister shows up, and she's like, I brought moonshine.
Oh,
That's fantastic. I love moonshine. She's got a bottle of Old Smokies that she picked up from Tennessee. I'm like, oh, no.
I'm the one that said it. Because she was telling me where it was. I was like, nah, you paid taxes on that. That's not moonshine.
If you're paying taxes on it, it's not real shine.
No.
Bugged me, and I wouldn't try it because I knew I wasn't going to like it, and I didn't want to upset her, but I wasn't going to lie to her either. So finally, I tried it. It was something flavored. It was worse than, like, cough medicine. I mean, it was terrible.
Dude, their stuff's rough. I don't know how they're in business.
The name is the only reason, moonshine, that they...
Yeah.
So, show that blend off again real quick, Cameron. Or the drink, I mean.
Yeah, sorry, I was yapping.
Oh no, you're good. It's St. Augustine Distillery.
Port finish. I've heard of it.
102 proof. Yeah, distilled, aged, bottled by St. Augustine Distillery Company, St. Augustine, Florida.
And that's finished in port barrels. Are you getting some of the deeper, darker fruit notes from that?
Not gonna lie, I'm not a whiskey connoisseur, bud.
Enjoy all the same.
I'll sip on it and see.
For the chat, guys, I am smoking Ravenwood 11th Day of Christmas 2025 in the Peterson 80S spigot. The Pipe Hunter and Smoky Stash are having the 2024 iteration of the same blend. Hunter in the 673, Cameron in the Peterson Christmas edition. Which one was it?
It's a 127, I believe, is the shape.
And that's the 2023 year, I believe.
22.
22. That's so close.
Yep.
This is funny.
Beautiful pipe.
Captain Kirk says he was just hanging out and saw the stream and recognized Cameron. Cameron, you're pulling him in for us, brother.
Hey, man, I told you that those strong shoulders helping me out a lot.
So, man, whenever so Kirk, he was real active, and I don't know if you still are, because honestly, I haven't been on there in a long time. But on the Get Piped Discord back in the day, dude, whenever I first joined that, it was like there was probably under 100 people, and people actively contributing was about 10 at the most.
Right.
And Stacy, Mahira and Bespoke Works, she was real big on there then. I don't think she wasn't even the moderator then whenever we were first on there a lot and big, and man, but I do know I just couldn't keep up. All of a sudden it blew up and everything, and I know Kirk was on there all the time. But I remember I saw him last year at Muletown, met him, or I guess earlier this year. And you were talking about Kevin Foster's pipes. I still have not snagged one from him yet, and I feel horrible because I've never got to pick one up. It's just never had the money at the time or whatever. But I've been in a group chat with Kevin for like 4 or 5 years now, and we stayed in the same house together at Muletown and everything. And I really need to pick one of his up because, gosh, he makes some awesome stuff.
Man, I really like his pipes. I was introduced to him by Nate King, actually. And what's funny is Nate King was telling me about him, and at the same time, I knew of him, his work, but I didn't put the name together, right? And the fact that he is a professional commercial pilot and a pipe maker is just so novel and cool.
He West, right?
He does phenomenal work. He has a beautiful workshop there. He does great work. Really like it.
Real quick, because Cameron, you can't see the live feed, can you?
No, I didn't know if I could do both or not, actually.
I'm not sure.
Real quick,
You can go and look, and I'll tell you if you're still on.
But Captain Kirk says that Stacy and himself are both mods now, but yeah, he can't keep up either. So I think you, Cameron. I just want to make sure you saw that.
I joined a video call the other day. Been a few weeks back on the Get Pipe Discord. I know Mad Pipes was in there. I can't remember who. A couple guys was in there, and I've talked to them a couple times. But yeah, really good conversations in the Get Piped Discord. Sean is in the chat. Thank you for stopping by,
I can see the chat
sir.
now. I had to do a little multi-window.
Dude, I'm so glad you could do it. That's awesome.
Because I don't know that I have to pull the chat up on my laptop while I'm recording through the phone.
You have an iPhone, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
That's why. I can't switch. I've been Apple since I was, 15 or 16, over half my life at this point. And
yeah.
I just can't switch, man.
You couldn't pay me. I love their hardware. I think Apple makes great products, but their software limitations.
I'm just I'm so used to iOS. You know what I mean? I'm sure that Samsung makes a better product from what I've seen, and especially cameras. But you get so used to doing things one way. You know what I mean? That
I,
learn.
I would not say that Samsung's hardware is necessarily better, even though I do like what they make. Um, and even though, like, um, on the PC side of the house, Apple is Unix based, which I love, right? I love getting the command line and get on nerdy. It's just, for me, it's so limiting. And I'm not saying I'm a big Windows fan. I am an Android fan of the two. And then on PC, because of the PC gaming, I'm kind of yoked to Windows, but I'm a Linux fanboy. If I could choose for everything, it would be Linux based for me.
And like on computers, I used Windows for so long. My wife has a MacBook that she uses sometimes. I can use it, but definitely not as efficiently as I can a Windows.
Yeah.
Even though I'm an Apple guy, I've used iOS on iPhone for years now, but on a laptop, a MacBook, it's completely different. Real quick, Cameron, I wanted to show you this, and I forgot to. When I ordered the 11th day of Christmas, it came with one of the tobacco
Pocket jars.
Pocket jars.
pocket jars. There we go. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Check that out. How awesome!
Oh
is
yeah.
that? So I've been using it. I've got a couple of these now, but can't have enough of these. And look how awesome that looks. I mean, and
Oh yeah. Great tool.
I didn't know those were being sent out. That was a nice surprise that James included, that he did not have to, And what a stand-up guy.
Walt says he's on Linux. I am shocked. That's awesome, Walt. Mark Stewart says he's never played a video game in his life. Probably better for that, to tell you the truth. Cactus Piper says um, Apple's integration across everything is nice, though, from your phone to your iPad to your MacBook. I don't disagree. They do a lot of things really well. They really do. This is my last. Okay, to Cactus Piper, my last Apple product was an Apple iPod Touch, and from within the iPod Touch, I could not download publicly available MP3s from the internet, like a public broadcast, right? MP3 that was like, let's say a radio show that was on FM publicly available. The MP3 was available to download. Because it was not through iTunes, I could not download that MP3. And that's like the lasting impression I have of Apple software that I cannot get over. And it might be completely different now. I'm not sure.
You used an Apple Touch iPod, okay? So my question is, how's your lower back pain?
What am I missing? I don't know.
Old, son. You're old.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, it's mostly my middle to upper back, if you want to know the truth about it. And you can ask my wife. It's horrible.
I get it. I used one too.
If I sit for longer than a half an hour, when I go to get up again, everything pops and cracks, and I'm grown. It's
kids today wouldn't understand that when I was in late high school, I had an iPod Touch, which was an iPhone without the phone.
Yes, essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do you one better. The last Apple product I had was an iPhone 3S.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like
the one and only
2010?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was when we got married. That was the phone I had. That's the only reason I remember.
Here's
the funny thing too. Go ahead.
I was just going to say real quick that iPod Touch, I broke the screen. I replaced the screen myself. It had so many tiny screws in there. It took hours of surgery on this thing. When I was done, listen, I'm not kidding. It gave me a migraine so bad. When I was done, I did finish it. I started vomiting everywhere from this migraine. I was so intense for so long. It was insane. I got it done though.
So, I had that iPhone 3S, and I got online. I don't even remember where I did it. Some random site, and I jailbroke it.
Yeah.
And then I started tethering. I had unlimited data, which was cool. I started tethering, and I could every now and then play Xbox Live. And I started doing that, and I got a message, or no, they called me. A lady called me from like a call center, and she's like, "Oh, this is AT&T, whatever. We noticed that you're tethering on this device, and you don't have a tethering plan." And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And she's like, "Well, if it continues, just know you'll lose your unlimited data, and you'll be switched to a limited data plan with a tethering
Oh,
plan,
my.
or whatever, blah blah blah." And so I was like, "Okay." Well, I kept doing it for a little bit, just every now and then, because I didn't have internet at the apartment we were at, and so I kept doing it, and they called back, and it was like, "Hey, just a heads up, if this happens again, you're getting kicked off," and blah blah blah. And so I stopped.
Cameron, that is the craziest thing. I've actually never heard that. Guys, in the chat, we have our absolute favorite South African pipe smoking amputee. Yusuf is in the chat. Everybody say hello to Yusuf, and maybe his beautiful family's within earshot. Say hey to them as well.
Yo.
They are awesome. It is 5:00 a.m. in South Africa currently, and they stopped by to say hello. Carrie is in the chat. Speaking of Carrie, we mentioned her in the podcast tonight. She's like Beetlejuice. You say her name 3 times, and she appears. Captain Kirk says the only reason he uses Apple now is to keep an eye on the teenage kids, but he prefers Android. So I can relate with that.
Carrie, tomorrow when we release the newest episode of Brothers of the Pipe, of course, we encourage everyone to listen to it and listen to the whole thing. But towards the end of the podcast, there is a message to you. So check that out tomorrow.
No pressure.
No pressure, though. We're only putting it on the internet, for everyone. But
hey, since we're putting everything out there tonight, Hunter.
Huh? Huh?
Nothing.
It's an Easter egg. Don't ruin it. It's an Easter egg for me because I didn't know it was there.
That was really... Never mind. I almost messaged your wife while we were recording to try to figure out what was going on. Okay, so Mark Stewart says, Carrie ordered the Balkan Supreme based on her recommendation. Mark, you're not going to go wrong. It's for the price. I think Cameron already mentioned this as well. It is a fantastic Deep English / Balkan, however you want to address it. It's all by itself at any price. It's a great blend, but considering the price you can get it at, it's a fantastic value. I think it's a staple, and if you're interested in that kind of flavor profile, it's probably something we should all have on stock a little bit.
So, in discussion of bulk English blends or Balkans, one that I have not had, I don't think you've had it, Dakota. If you have, let me know. Cameron, if you've had it, please let me know. And anyone in the chat, if you have experience with this, let me know. Lancer slices, is that what it's called?
I have not had it. No.
Yep, I've never had it. I've had it in my cart a few times and not ordered it, but yes.
Did I get the name wrong?
No, you're right.
Or is that the name of the blend?
Lancer Slices is right.
Okay, let me see who makes that or produces it, I should say. I'm not sure. F&K Lancer Slices. I see it out of stock all the time. They currently available on smoking pipes for $5.66 an ounce or $71.75 for a pound. But it's one of those blends that if you look, you can find it, but it's not always super readily available, But I've been meaning to try that one.
Does it have does Lancer Slices have a Tonkin bean or something similar? Look in the reviews real quick. I can't remember if it does or not.
Man, that
I thought
Tonkin,
it had something unique.
That Tonkin in the 1792 flake is incredible. I really like it in that one. I think that's the only blend I've had at Cameron was the 1792 flake. But man, that Tonkin in that is really good.
I love 1792, man. I used to smoke that a lot. It's really good. The first time I remember cracking that too, I cracked a tin of it, and it smelled like fresh tires or something to me. I don't know, but it was good.
I'm not seeing it initially. That's not saying it's not that one.
Okay, I thought it had something like that, or a certain something along those lines. It was specific, like to that, but maybe not.
Oh, hold on. I may have been looking at hold on, I may have been looking at the wrong thing though. I was looking at Charles Fairman or Fairmorn. I tried to move past it, but a different Lancer slices. Maybe
Interesting.
made it. Reminiscent of old Bengal slices, so that would be a good reason why it would be very popular.
Yep.
I've never had the Bengal slices. That's
I've
one
got
I
a
need
couple
to try.
tins of it, and that's one I've never tried either. Like I said, I remember in the past podcast I mentioned smoking that Fusilier's ration a lot back in the day, and it was
Yep.
supposed to be like a Bengal slices.
Okay.
It was a good blend. I used to smoke it. Had the tin art with the two rifles pointing both directions.
Yep. So remember, he's still on YouTube. Dadgummit, who is that?
Mutton chop pipe.
Nope. He's a younger guy, or well, middle aged. He's got glasses. He lives somewhere way up north because it gets cold and everything a lot. He's got a beard. He used to smoke Fusilier's ration a lot. Dadgummit, whatever.
Middle-aged bearded piper.
Yeah, I want to say he's like a logger. He's like a logger or something like that.
Okay, my kind of people.
Yeah, no, he's cool.
Folks that smoke a pipe on YouTube.
Yeah. Man, you know someone who I really want to smoke a pipe with one day is Tom.
Porch piper Tom?
No, that'd be cool too. But
Tom. Northwest?
Yeah, Northwest Pipe.
I
Yeah.
love him, dude.
That's
Dude.
That's who turned me on to the Peter Stokeby Balkan Supreme like 15
Yep.
years ago.
that
Oh,
you turned.
Yeah, that's who did it. Yeah, man. He
Northwest
made a video and he was like, "Hey, I got this for like $26 a pound or something." And I'm like, "I have $26." You know, and I was smoking a lot of like Nightcap at the time. And this was before Nightcap or any of the Dunhill blends became available in bulk, right? So, like, I was spending a lot of money on tins of Nightcap, and Balkan Supreme at $26 a pound sounded appealing. And yeah, I smoked a lot of it based on his recommendation.
Northwest Pipe Smoker comes from first generation YTPC presenters.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
Most
sure.
of them have, a few of them have passed away, of course. You know, Matches 860 and a few others. A lot of their channels have been removed. The ones that are left, that their channels are left, they're not really active on anymore. Northwest Pipe Smoker is one of the very few that is from the first generation YTPC that is still very active.
Hey, Hunter, by the way, we have a legend of the YTPC in chat right now, hailing from the great state of West Virginia. Mr. Brian Beans 316 is in the chat. Hello, sir. Welcome. He's recently made some new pipes that look incredible. Love his work. Been following him on his eBay store, trying to get one up. They sell quick, and the timeline of me having the money and him having a pipe available is once again not overlapped, but it will be in my collection soon.
Beans, welcome from central southern West Virginia, close to the New River Gorge Bridge, and always love the reviews as well as the really badass man cave garage you got going on. We throw that.
Yeah, he did that. Everybody, check out Bean's most recent video of his top blends of 2025. Just really, really, really good take on that.
Hey, Beans, I know you don't know me, but I like to fish. I'll bring the tobacco.
You
man.
got a boat.
I like to fish. Got a boat. Like I'm just.
Captain Kirk brings up Pipe Friend CHS. I remember that channel and I can't remember the face, but that name definitely strikes a chord with me.
I don't think I know who that is unless I see what he looks like that I might remember based on the handle. I do not.
Walt is smoking some Wilkie's. Is that Sailor Jack? What is that? I don't recall that blend. I'll have to look it up.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Hey, listen, Brian. Tempt me with a good time. I got my fishing stuff ready to go right now.
You know what's funny about Brian? I had to message him one time and tell him, because I'd watch his videos on Saturday morning and stuff, you know, whenever the kids are up and around and everything. And they always know whenever his videos comes on because they can hear, look at it,
Look
you know,
at it.
and his chicka, chicka. And I had to tell Brian that, and he was like, oh man, he's like, you don't know how many people have told me this. But it's funny because the other day my son came up and I don't remember, I turned something on TV and he's like, is that guy that does the chicken thing? And I was like, no. Like that's not him.
Well, I tell you what's funny is the look at it thing is so stuck in my head. I tell my wife all the time, just when I'm like, look, you know, I have this trinket or something, or it could be anything. I'm like, look at it. It's just a thing I do now. So we have Brian to thank for that.
That's Dakota's foreplay.
She's like, where is it? And I'm like, look harder. Oh, good Lord.
Oh, that's hilarious. You got beans at you. You got everybody laughing at you. With you, not at you. With you. Well, maybe.
Hey, look, you know, these things happen.
I saw a comment a while back. I don't remember who saw it. It's too far back for me to go and look. But someone said that your ADS must be well broken in by now.
That was like 3 days after I had it, and I had like 5 videos featuring it. The original one. Is that the one you're talking about, or the Spigot?
I don't know.
I think it was the original one. It was like right after I got this when someone was like, yeah, you need to give it a break. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do it.
And so, for those watching, I've got to do a little heads up on here.
All right, let's see it. What you got? What you got?
Of course, I'm going to do a video on this. With it being Christmas season, I haven't had time. I should have known I wouldn't be able to bomb Dakota really well without him bombing back ×2. So I'm sure everyone on the YTPC already knows that Captain Burley Slice is the most generous person that you will ever meet. But I got him the Spigot ADS for Christmas, which I've been planning for a very long time to buy him a pipe for his birthday, Christmas, and like right before Christmas, found the perfect pipe.
He did. He really did.
He hands me a pipe sock, and he says, "This is yours. You have to take it. I will not accept it back. And just so you know, I plan on giving this to you before you gave me the Peterson." And of course, I saw what it was. Tried to shove it back at him. Absolutely not. And he made me take it. So I've been smoking it a lot. And that is his 1965 Shell Briar.
Yo.
If you want to see this, I think the first video that Dakota has that features it is his video on From Beyond. But I wasn't going to take it, but he absolutely made me take it. Fantastic smoker. I try to not smoke a pipe more than once a day, and if I do, I try to give it a week's rest. Like this pipe that I will smoke 6 times tonight won't get smoked till next Saturday, but I've smoked this one twice a day because I put it down. And thank you, Dakota, for that. There will be an official video on this, but real quick, I had to give a quick thank you to him for that. That is awesome.
See, the difference between me and Hunter is the gift that I gave him. I smoked and experienced it, enjoyed it, cataloged it. I have that mental reference. Nah, he gave this to me fresh. See, he missed out.
See,
he missed out. He should have smoked it for a couple months, then given it away.
Yeah, I should be like, no, look what I have and you don't. No, you know. So Dakota buys a pipe, smokes the hell out of it, then gives it to me. I buy Dakota a pipe. I make sure it's clean. I put the correct oil on the vulcanite stick. Perfect.
Pristine.
Dakota like basically grabs the apple's melt, like, oh yeah, perfect. There you go, that's yours.
I was slinging the moisture out of it when I handed it to him. You know, I put my thumb over the chamber, was like slinging stuff out of the draft hole, handed it to him.
Hey, Walt's sad, Dakota, because you never gave him a Dunhill. Well, Walt, here's the thing. You don't have to put up with me as much as he does, and so he just wanted to shut me up for a little while. So he said, "Here, smoke this, and keep you quiet." Because I'm the younger brother, so I'm like pestering, like, "Hey, what are you doing? That's cool. I want to be part of that." So,
Hey guys, Panhandle Piper made it into the chat. Everybody check him out. He's been wanting to join us, and he made it tonight. I'm so excited. Um, Beans said there's no better community anywhere in the world than the YTPC. We are family. Listen, could not agree with that statement more. The absolute best segment of humanity I have personally ever came across out of all the different communities, online, offline, your church group. The YTPC is the absolute best community I have personally been in contact and been a part of in my entire existence.
and I'll double up on that. YouTube is the latest social media outlet that I've used for pipe smoking. I've been on forums, tobaccoreviews.com, Instagram, all over the place. And I will double down with that. The pipe community as a whole is fantastic. So I don't want to sound like I'm downing any other social outlet for pipe smoking, but the YTPC has been the most welcoming and my favorite one for sure. Real quick, Carrie brings up a great point. She says that you were saving me the trouble of breaking it in.
You know, it was made in 65. That only makes it 35, 25, 60 years old. Like, I gave everybody else in the world fair game to, like, kick the wheels and see what that pipe was about. If they missed out, that's on them. It was my go, and I took the initiative.
See, Dakota is a baker, and he likes to make his own cake. You know what I'm saying? So it would have been right for me to smoke that piece. I thought about it. I'm not going to lie. I really, really thought about it.
Look, I'm a man of many talents. Some of them are not as obvious as others. See, words, I'm not a wordsmith, right? My talents include sleeping, taking ibuprofen at work because I hurt all over. You know, if I eat a pot of beans, I make some musical noises. You know, certain hidden talents. But one of them is the complete inability to care to really keep a pipe beyond what is serviceable. If the pipe is serviceable, there's no buildup giving me bad flavors, no buildup of moisture. I'll keep smoking it. I'm not worried about appearances. So yeah, I can build up a little cake within the chamber. It happens, you know.
My only other talent is, for those that don't know, I'm like a part-time magician, especially in college. I'd walk into a room and every girl would just disappear. Wild trick.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah. But
I'm not even gonna do it. I could have roasted you so hard right now.
what possibly say to my not hit the damn thing?
I didn't have to. Thank you.
You know, I think that we got important people on the after party. Let me not. No one saw that.
I don't know what you're speaking of.
A little prank. That's okay. Anyhow, my wife.
Walt says he was on Yahoo groups. We're talking about OG YTPC stuff. Walt was on Yahoo groups back in the day, and I was a part of so many Yahoo groups for different interests, hobbies, stuff like that. I remember those days. I don't think I was on any pipe-related Yahoo groups, but I do know what you're talking about. And
Did you play Yahoo Pool?
Dude, I played RuneScape over dial-up in '99. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I played everything.
You know what's funny? It's funny about that Yahoo Pool is I used to get on there and play back in the day. My buddies would get on and stuff, and you know you'd play random people on there, of course, and you know you'd like start the game or whatever, and someone would message you and be like ASL question mark, I
Age,
remember
sex,
being like,
location.
yeah, I remember being like 12 and being like, what? And then finally someone told me, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, you know. And I would always put that I was like 18, male in Texas, you know, or something. I was like, these people don't need to know who I am. But I mentioned that at work the other day, and they were like, what the hell's ASL? And I was like, you don't remember that? They're like, no.
I guess you remember AIM.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, AOL Instant Messenger. That's how, like, during high school, me and my homies, like, would, you know what I mean? Oh, man. I couldn't really tie up the phone lines till everybody went to bed. So, like, 9 to 9:30, I had the go-ahead to dial in on my modem. But throughout the day, I'd get, like, Mom, give me 15, 20 minutes. I would connect my PC over the dial-up modem, you know what I mean, to check AIM and see what everybody was up to. It was insane. I don't think people have an idea that's not as old as us, right? But that was back when telephones was like this thing connected to the wall with a cord, and like you like answered it. You know what the worst thing about cell phones are? I miss the ability when I was pissed off to completely miss the hang up button and smack everything on the way down to get that thing hung up, just to let someone know how eager you were to get off the phone with them.
So I know y'all are pretty rural. Did you all by chance have a party line with any of your neighbors or anything?
Actually, we got something even more hillbilly than that. I will explain it to you.
Tell them, Dakota.
Since you bring it up, I'll tell you what the phone number was, too. It was 304-632-1604.
Hold on. It was not 304 because we didn't need to use 304 back then.
It was still, if you were internationally calling. Area code was still 304. Yeah. We didn't have to use it.
Yeah, we were not internationally calling.
We never used the area code, but it was still a thing. But anyway, we had an actual raw line split off my grandparents' house, just like going over to our house. So if you called the house at 1604, it rang at my house and my grandparents' house. Not because it was an actual, like, by the phone company party line. It was because we lived in close proximity, and that would save the two families a phone bill.
Our home essentially became an extra room, if you want to think that.
What's even funnier is we learned a trick to call the other house from the same phone line. We learned a trick to call your own phone number that was only supposed to be used for like internal phone use. But you could dial a certain code, hang up, release real quick, hang up again, it'd start ringing at both places. And you could call your own phone line for the other house, which is funny. Completely redneck stuff. But yeah.
So
we did stuff
my
like
grandparents had the party line thing with their neighbors, which are, he had a dairy farm, and then my grandparents, they just had a little farm. But it would be weird because growing up, you had to be like in their basement or something, and the phone would ring down there. They had one on the wall. And I remember sneaking over there one day and picking it up real quiet and listening. It was the neighbors talking, and then click, hanging up real quiet. You know, it's like, what the heck? And then, you know, obviously they tell me what was up. They're like, oh yeah, you know, it's party line. We have to share it. And they say growing up it was horrible because my mom had a sister and a brother, and then the neighbors over there across the holler, they had a couple kids or whatever, and they were like, yeah, they'd be talking on the phone, you know, it'd be like 20 minutes later, hey, I really need to call someone, please hang up, you know, and they'd have to go back and forth, all that crap. But it's funny.
We grew up not in our house, but I mean, we lived right next door to our grandparents. They still used a like 70s olive green rotary phone. So age 6, how to use that thing. You know what I mean?
It was that awful, like, avocado vomit colored or poop colored green Bell Atlantic rotary phone.
I never hung that one up in anger, but you talk about a phone you could slam with anger and it could take the beating. You know what I mean? If someone broke into your house, hit them over the head with that olive green 70s like baseball bat.
Captain Kirk brings up a good one, and I have a related. I'll try to relate here in a second without being too whatever. I remember waiting for like a funny video to load for like an hour, and my friends and I would keep coming back and check on it while playing Halo. So I remember tying up the phone lines to download stuff off peer-to-peer sharing like LimeWire or before that Kazaa. and you would download a video like a skateboard clip, an early Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu clip, paintball, whatever I was into at the time, and no matter what the clip actually was or not, you invested tying up the phone lines like a long time for like a 45-second video. You're going to watch it no matter what it was. And the no matter what it was aspect of that sometimes was wild and crazy and things no one should witness.
Yeah.
But yeah,
sure.
mislabeling songs and videos on early peer-to-peer networks over dial-up internet led me in some really wild and crazy places.
Hey, speaking of old school, do you remember before Facebook? Do you remember Zynga?
I do. I wasn't on it. I remember it though. Dude, I was a MySpace kid, dude. I was doing a bunch
Oh, yeah.
of HTML at the time, so my
Yeah.
MySpace profile had like, oh gosh, dude, it's embarrassing, but
You guys remember, Dakota, when I was in high school or middle school, maybe when you were in high school, they had like all the social media sites of the day blocked, except one called Bebo. Do you remember Bebo?
yeah, dude,
Because it was the only one you could access on the school computers.
the things I accessed on school computers, dude, I don't even want to get into that. I'm not sure if the statute of limitations has expired. I got in trouble for saving stuff to my school folder on the local network. So Captain Kirk was talking about the Halo. I'm guessing that's the original Halo Combat Evolved. I had the demo downloaded to my school folder profile on the local storage where you're supposed to save homework, because every time after we finished schoolwork in one of my computer classes, we could do whatever, and the download for that demo took forever. But if you had it saved locally, you just reinstall it every time. It only takes a couple minutes. And that and the original Unreal Tournament demo, which was actually multiplayer, dude, I got in so much trouble once they figured out what I was doing. But I was up to all kinds of shenanigans. It was awesome.
I was a couple years behind him in high school, and there's this one teacher. I'm not going to say who she is, but Mrs. A. Dakota will know. I'm just going to call her Mrs. A.
I'll call her out.
Okay, Argento then, if we're saying it.
You're talking about the younger Miss Argento that has stories on me. Her
Yeah.
her mother-in-law was my teacher as well. She didn't have stories on me, but the younger one did have stories on me.
So she hated Dakota, and I don't mean like, oh, he was he wasn't a bad kid, but he was
a bad teacher. I wasn't going to take her seriously.
he was always in trouble, not like serious trouble, not a bad kid, but like mischief. You know what I mean?
Her IQ was equivalent of like a wet paper bag, dude.
She loved me, but she hated him, and she's like, "Yeah, I like you, Hunter. Your brother set my damn desk on fire one time. It was his desk in the classroom, but."
That's only because she's too embarrassed to mention the actual things I dogged her on.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it on here, but like,
Okay, so you know.
oh, I know for sure.
Well, I publicly called her out on her shenanigans, so.
But yeah, it was funny. Yeah, she didn't like him, man. That's all I'm gonna say. It was,
Captain Kirk said he downloaded Seek and Destroy, and it said the artist was Pantera / Metallica / AC/DC / Led Zeppelin. So for the longest time, he didn't know who it actually was. That's the story of my whole upbringing, dude. I'm still sorting out some of that stuff.
Yeah, I don't. God knows what's on my grandparents' computer, because we didn't even have one at our house. It was at my grandparents, and whenever I figured out what LimeWire was, I was like, sweet. Yeah, search this, download, full movies and everything, and I didn't know how to transfer them to my MP3 player at the time.
Right.
I finally figured out how to do some, and yeah, God knows what was on there.
did your parents ever realize it was you the reason why the computer crashed?
I don't know.
What?
Like,
What?
you downloaded Metallica on LimeWire back in the day. That was like a computer committing suicide. It was over. You were getting,
No, you think that stuff was bad? By the time I went to college and I was living in the dorms, we had a T1 connection, actual broadband, and I was doing actual torrent files at that time, and not just dial-up stuff. So like, I had external media. I had like old hard drives I was getting off of eBay putting converter cables up to it because like thumb drives and like USB stuff didn't really exist. I was like filling old hard drives full of like every bit of debauchery available probably on the internet, movies, you know what I mean? And I got in some more trouble there as well.
When you were in college, I visit you at your dorm one day. The only
Oh
time
Lord.
you showed me your video game setup, I think it was a PlayStation, but it could have been an Xbox. You guys took the Rumble pack out of the controller and replaced it with like a mole shocker. So whenever you played Mortal Kombat, it didn't rumble. It actually like shocked.
I can't believe you remember that. Yeah, that was one of the things we did.
That was just what I was allowed to know at the time.
Power supply went bad on a 360 I had, and I used a PC power supply, and I had it hooked up to the 360 with like alligator clip leads, and like they would
Nice
cross
and
up. Dude, they would cross over and start sparking like intermittent connection and heat issues. And like we'd be playing stuff, and I'd have someone over there with a paper plate fanning the power supply connections. Oh man, it was horrible.
Listen, somebody's got to get Yusuf. He's in the chat telling jokes, and I can't concentrate on the speaking because of the jokes. What do you call a one-legged person on a phone? Eileen?
Yusuf only has one leg. He's allowed to do this. It puts me in a terribly awkward situation.
Like, am I allowed to laugh? Like I should.
You have to at this point.
I don't know what to do.
Yusuf,
what's that?
how'd you lose your leg, bro? I don't even know.
The one-legged waitress, IHOP or whatever.
Yeah.
I asked him last week when he was in America, Yusuf.
Oh, good
He did
lord.
IHOP. And everybody's like, "Oh, Hunter, you can't ask him that." And then he comes, "Oh yeah, definitely did."
Oh, dude.
So, funny thing about not asking people stuff and whatnot. So, this guy that I work with, and I'm in construction, so I build power lines, and there's some rough characters there, you know. But this dude I used to work with, Mark, he got his wrists crushed one time in an accident, and he was all loaded up on dope and everything, so he couldn't go to the hospital because he was going to fail a drug test and all this crap. And so he's like, I just laid up in the hotel room for like a week on all these painkillers and all this, blah, 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 you know. He's like, then eventually I could go. And they didn't heal back right or anything. I mean, he literally got him crushed by a structure on the edge of a bucket truck.
No.
Like, and so they were all like, his wrists were like an S, and then his hand was stuck like this. So he could hold a wrench and everything, and like work it like this, and like hold his drink, but his finger and his thumb are always like this. So he'd always be like pointing and stuff. Well, he had done his fair share of drugs in his day, and we were all talking one day, and I was like, "Oh, whatever, blah blah." I said, "Well, Mark," I said, "You ever done acid?" And he's like, "Well, Cameron, that's not really something you just ask someone." And I was like, "Well, I didn't ask if you still do. I said, have you ever?" He's like, "Yeah, man, yeah." He's like, "I've done acid." I said, "Well, okay, I figured." It was kind of a rhetorical question.
He's like, how do you think I got like this?
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Oh, now you get embarrassed by your history, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's no secret, Mark.
You're such a modest man, Mark.
Yeah, he was funny.
Jeez. So
I've worked with a few characters. I can relate.
that's funny. And so, real quick, I did finish up the goal of 2024 Ravenwood 11th Day of Christmas. So I've moved on to 2024 Low Country's Carolina Christmas.
Staying
I'm
with
about to the end of
theme.
my bowl.
I'm on my third bowl of the 2025 11th day, and I might just sit here and smoke this whole sample I have tonight, guys. This is incredible.
I'll get
Really
you
good.
some more 24. I've got some more. Well, I've got this much in this jar,
Yeah.
but I've got I think I've got one more 10, so I'll crack into it and give you some.
Wait till next year.
Age another little bit, man.
Yeah, we can do that too.
We'll plan ahead and have you back on the podcast, and we'll do a AB. We'll do a two-pipe podcast and AB it.
We got mushroom leg in the
Mushroom leg. What's going on, brother?
Ooh, Carrie's having a small bowl of Sir Walter Raleigh aromatic. That's one of the few aromatics I really like. I've got one of the like 7 ounce tubs up on my shelf. Beautiful aroma on that one.
Hey, by the way, that's on sale right now at Smoking Pipes.
Hey, there we go. Now I will tell you, I really enjoy the original Sir Walter Raleigh, and I have smoked pouches of it for years because it's no secret that I love Burley blends, especially OTC blends. But it was good. I smoked it for years. And I was in a store one time, and they had the full 14-ounce tub for sale. And I had never bought a 14-ounce tub of an OTC, but I heard they were better, and I really wanted to try it out of the tub. And so I bought it just kind of on a whim. And when I opened it up, so much different than the pouch. So much better. The aroma was more intense. It had this fruit note that I'd never noticed before. Beautiful.
Do you know what my memory of my first tub was?
Carter Hall.
It was a Carter Hall. But my first impression, my first thoughts when I popped it open, I said, this is like 17 lifetime supplies of tobacco. I will never finish this until Jesus returns. You know what I mean? I was like, this is it. I'm set for this life, the next life, a couple more after that. I was like, I've never had this much tobacco in front of me in my life. And then like a couple weeks later, I'm like, that went quick, you know?
Well, I noticed this like back when I was dipping, actually. So I was dipping Stokers, and I thought I would buy the big tubs to save money because it's 10 tins in one or cans in one. But you just end up dipping more because you have it, I realized. And I'm sure the same thing with the tub. If like you don't have any other tobacco and you just have the tub, you're gonna smoke more because it's there. And I noticed something else. I was speaking of smoking 110 at a time or focusing more on 110 and not switching so much. When I smoke out of just 110 and I don't have to think about what I'm choosing next, I smoke more. I don't know if anyone else has realized that, but when I'm like, I'm either smoking this or this and nothing else, I end up smoking way more. Don't know how that works, but
I've found myself in similar circumstances.
when you don't have as much options, it takes the thinking process out and almost becomes like this automatic thing that you don't think about. And man, it's weird, but the past couple of days I've been chain smoking, and it's been awesome.
Hey, Cactus Piper says work Christmas parties are definitely hit or miss. I got to tell you all this story, and I hope I didn't tell you on the last live we were on.
If so,
Because, like,
curious.
what's that?
I don't think so, but let's hear it again. A good story.
So
telling twice.
this was not my personal experience. This is a guy that I worked with, Jeff. But I have so much secondhand embarrassment from this story that I have to tell it every time a Christmas story comes up.
Oh gosh,
Dude, it's
gonna be a dandy, huh?
horrible. So this Jeff guy that I used to work with, and this was like 10 years ago, he started the job there and everything. And so we worked actually technically for like Walmart corporate under the umbrella, but it was in what they called their layout center. So it's literally a mock-up store, but it's a warehouse. So I was in like we would ship or we would receive, you'd be in contact with vendors all day, and they would bring in products that was either going to be featured in Walmart or they wanted to be or whatever. And so we would just take the products, take them to a specific area, work with the buyers and stuff, and be like, okay, you need to move this, take this, whatever. It's like a warehouse job. But there was a real small group of guys. There was only like 6 of us. And so we were all pretty tight knit. Well, this Jeff dude starts, and he's real clean cut. I was like 21, 22, 23 probably at the time. He was like 35. His kid's like 16, he's got it all together. His wife worked for a vendor. She makes good money and all this stuff. We're like, man, this guy, he's got it made, clean cut dude, got his stuff together. And he's telling us this story about his wife, the vendor that she worked for, which I won't mention because I have no idea if she still does or anything. Yeah. But very big clothing company in America. Very, very big. And so they go to the boss's Christmas party, and it's in a gated community. It's huge houses, all this stuff.
So well, it's at home. It's not at like a restaurant or a
no, this was at a home. So
you're about to say there was an upside down pineapple on the front porch, right?
Funny you mentioned that because that is the thing about this neighborhood. They always say that it's swingers, blah blah blah, all this stuff, you know. So the story isn't going there though, but it is funny.
Okay.
So Jeff is there. Jeff doesn't drink a lot or anything, and they hired a bartender there, and he said they had this drink and they were making chocolate margaritas, and I'm like, man, that sounds horrible. Well,
Yeah.
Jeff's like, man, I tried this chocolate margarita, and he's like, it's the best thing I've ever had in my life. He said, so 1 turns to 2, 2 turns to 3, 3 turns to 4, 5, 6, 7. He said, next thing I know, which he kind of doesn't know, he's so out of his mind, he wanders to, the west wing of the house over there, makes his way to the master bedroom, and finds the bras and panties drawer, and proceeds to rummage through them, puke everywhere in them, and then passes out on their bed. And he said, I don't know how I'm still married. He's like, I knew it once they woke me up.
Lord.
And I realized what had happened. He's like, I was still shit-faced. He's like, but my wife was ready to kill me. She was ready to leave, all this stuff. He's like, the next day, he said, I had so much shame. He's like, I couldn't live with myself. He's like, I felt so bad. And I was like, yeah, Jeff, you should. That's horrible. So he didn't drink anymore after that.
Oh, man. Speaking of
I
not,
was like, there's no way.
speaking of not drinking, I want to give a congratulations to Mushroom Leg. He has been 100% sober since 2009. Big congratulations to you, brother.
16 years, man.
That is awesome.
That's awesome. Heck yeah.
Congratulations.
Hey, honey. Hey, you want to step in here for a second?
Yeah. Yeah, in frame, Jill. Mrs. Pipe Hunter.
Mrs. Pipe Hunter, step in frame real quick. I'm telling you. Okay. Did you by
Tell her, wait. Tell her favorite brother-in-law wants to talk to her.
Okay, don't step in the frame. She just got out of the shower, but
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
My bad.
is in earshot.
Yes.
Hey, how long you been sitting on that one?
On what one?
Oh,
Can she see me? Can she see me?
she cannot see you.
Wait, I see. Ow.
I'm giving you a face.
He's giving you that.
But I don't know what I'm sitting on.
Oh, just something about a rack.
It's not real.
Yeah, Captain Burley Slice let me go through the whole podcast, excuse me, and
I did
didn't
that
mention
today.
it until we were on the live.
I forgot about your live.
You forgot about my live. But that was,
I didn't know she had it in her.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
there.
I'm a little proud, dude. I feel it right here.
Thank you. I'm gonna take a bow.
Too late.
I don't think I'm not gonna show them off, but there may have been a quick oh, and then I grabbed them.
Well, I'm sure they already saw them. So
But I mean,
Just slingshot it at her.
you can Cash App or PayPal me.
He hit himself with him.
You be careful. People are going to be calling for the feet here in a minute.
Oh, the Pete fix. The feet
up,
picks. I think I said it backwards. I gotta go to the bathroom, guys. You guys are killing me. I'll be right back. Oh, good lord.
no, it was funny. I love you. She forgot
funny.
to have it live till right before her, so that wasn't meant to be shot. That was a prank just for me, and it went on the internet, and the internet is forever. But anyway, where is that? She's a trooper, though. She was afraid I was mad at her. No, that was funny. But we got a lot of congratulations to Mushroom Leg in the comments section. That's great. Carrie says keeping it spicy, unintentionally so. Oh gosh. No free feed is what I always say. Oh man, that's funny. I don't know. You'll have to excuse us. Like individually, we're pretty well behaved, but you get me, Dakota, and my wife Jill all in the same room. It's just pure shenanigans, and it's mostly PG something. But oh, that's funny. So, Cameron, have you had Low Country's Carolina Christmas?
I have not.
It's pretty good. I'll have a review up on this soon enough. It's a Virginia blend, but with a lot of Orientals. They give it a lot of intricate notes, but it also has a lot of the Christmas style spices that like kind of what the 11th day of Christmas has, but different spice notes, but still puts you in the mindset of Christmas. It's a pretty good blend. This is actually from last year because I bought three, didn't get the time to open one. So instead of buying this year's, I just popped this one.
Yeah, for sure. You know, Bo to Heretics Pipe Club
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
So he reviews all the Cornell and Dale stuff, all the small batch stuff,
Yeah.
early and all that. And he said that Carolina Christmas is like one of his tops. He loves it.
It's really good. It's a really good blend. And I don't know. I started off smoking Low Country when it was only bulk offerings. They were the house brand of smoking pipes produced by and they have some really inexpensive blends. But one that I really enjoyed was Virginia and Burley. Just a very basic vapor, nothing special about it. But for like 20 some dollars, well worth the money. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
they started with tins, and like they had Petey come out this year, the Burley blend, and Dakota and I both really enjoyed Low Country's Petey.
PD was good.
That's one I wish I would have snagged, and I didn't. I probably need to try to find a tin.
Would really like it. It was a great blend. Dakota and I
Is
both.
PD not regular production?
It is.
Okay.
I think it is, yeah. So the only Low Country I've had is Edisto, and I've got a tin of Whack-A-Mole, and I think Gwindalos or whatever it's called.
I have 3 tins of the tins are twisted.
Oh, Atalaya. I have Atalaya too. Yeah.
The tins are twisted, so I can't see the second half. But Atalaya is.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have some Edisto as well. I didn't realize that, but I'm looking over my cabinet. I can't
It's
see
good.
those.
Hey
Yeah,
guys,
it's
I got a quick question for y'all.
What you got?
You ever like stop taking your multivitamin for an extended period of time, and then one day you're like, "Hey, I'm going to take my multivitamin because I'm going to get back on track with my health," right? And you forget you did take the multivitamin, and then you go take a leak, and it's like you're pissing kryptonite down in the toilet, and you're like,
Then you remember
"What the hell is wrong?" Well, that just happened, and well, I might be dying. This existence is terminal for all of us. That being said, I forgot I had taken the multivitamin, and for me, it was a multivitamin pack. It was like 8 horse pills.
So Dakota, your background, is that a screen or is that a live feed of your toilet bowl?
Both. I got a green screen behind me in here because this is my gaming setup for streaming on Twitch and stuff. But yeah, straight kryptonite into the toilet, glow in the dark, like that nuclear
Uranium.
stuff the stuff Homer Simpson was playing with. And I forgot I had taken the multivitamin pill pack. Yeah, weird situation, but I've got it figured out. We're good now.
All right, real quick, since discussing the Low Country blends and specifically Atalaya, am I saying that right, Cameron?
I think so. That's what I always called it.
Okay, Cactus Piper and Walt Carolina Kirk both say that they enjoy Atalaya, so I might have to dive into that one.
Do you have some?
I do.
I don't.
That's one I've got a 10 or 2 of, and a buddy of mine used to smoke it all the time, and he loved it. He had, 4 or 5 tins of it and smoked through it, and he was pretty bummed to be out of it, but he said it was really, really good.
What's funny is talking about the Petey from Low Country is I bought a Savinelli 624 this year, and it's really good. but I realized that that pipe smoked peaty so well that no other blend smokes as well in that pipe as peaty did. So I'm not one to like dedicate pipes to a blend, but man, I smoked like a whole tin of peaty through that thing, and it was just phenomenal.
Which shape was that?
624. I'll grab it real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. I was going to look it up, but if you're going to grab it, that'd be even better.
Man, isn't that funny how different pipe shapes can influence a blend like that? I remember first, I always heard, oh, smoke Virginias in a narrow chamber, tall, narrow bowl, blah, 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 that stuff, which I've done and enjoyed it. But I remember the first time I smoked, I think it was actually Watch City Simply Red.
Yeah.
In a apple. And so a little bit wider bowl, and stuff like that. And man, it opened it up so much. It was like so much deeper in flavor.
Cameron, it's funny because as soon as I think I got my finger on the pulse of what's going on with that sort of stuff, right? Like I've got it figured out. Experiment with a blend and something that I believe may or may not work with it and have new revelations. It's part of the experience and the journey. Right when you think you have it all figured out, you smoked everything in everything, and there's a new combination that is like just hitting correctly, right? And
Yeah.
it breaks it. Sometimes it breaks the mold, right? You're talking
Oh, yeah.
about the stereotypical Virginia and a chimney, narrow and tall, but you have one in a pot shape, right? Shallow and wide, something more known for Englishes and stuff. And you put a
Yep.
Virginia in there, and it just hits so right. You're like, ugh.
So a great example of that, I think we mentioned this on the podcast. I've been smoking the past 2 days, virtually just 11th day of Christmas 2025, and I've been smoking it mostly, or at least once or twice a day, in the new Dunhill that I have that Dakota gave me, and it's a kind of like a billiard shape, really. Okay, well then I smoked it in my Peterson 4AB, which is kind of like I guess a 309 shape. It's a tall, narrow chamber, which is ideal for Virginia thin walled. Smoked so wasn't bad in that. Don't get me wrong, but the flavor profile was a lot better in the Dunhill of this shape, and it has more to do with the shape than it does the fact that it says Dunhill on it. Dunhill, of course, is a good pipe, but the shape it just sang so much better in more of a billiard, even though it's a Virginia. So I mean, and like going back to that Petey, this is the 624 I bought Savinelli. This is from the La Pipa line, La Pipa 2006. It does not say 624, but it's a Savinelli 624. It's a good pipe, but Petey really shined in this one. No other blend smokes as well in this pipe as Petey did. I put a whole tin of that through this, and it was just a phenomenal experience. I would even say when I did the review, I probably used this pipe in it. Still a good pipe. I've smoked other Burleys in it. It smokes good.
I like that saddle bit on that one. Hold the side. Yeah, hold it sideways again.
Like this.
Yep. I like that. I like that a lot, actually, dude.
But other Burley blends smoke nice in this. But Petey and this pipe, the two together, some kind of magic I just can't explain. Just one of those things you stumble upon. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I need to be better about that, honestly, because I do have some pipes that I've dedicated to, just straight Virginias or Virginia Perique, whatever. But actually, one of the pipes the other day that I posted that bamboo shank pot that I had from Ian Fisher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that
Back
was
in
a
the
beautiful
day.
pipe. Beautiful
Dude.
pipe.
I love that pipe, man. It is just like
How
it's
long
a
have you
smaller
had that
pipe.
one?
Just a couple years now, and actually I got it as an estate. The guy that owned it first, that got it new, he got out of pipe smoking, and
Okay.
that dude, I didn't get it from him. I got it from Ben Smith at Redeemed Pipes, but
Ben at Redeemed Pipes. Everybody, check out Redeemed Pipes.
Oh,
He does a great job.
Awesome work.
The gentleman I was talking about that I was chatting with on the Get Piped video chat, Mad Pipes. He does a lot of refurbishing for Ben at Redeemed Pipes.
So Richard's who restored that Chacombe that I said I found in the dirt road that time.
That's who did it.
Yeah.
I never put two and two together. I'm sure you said that. That's awesome.
I've known Richard for years too, as far as just being in group chats together and everything, and he stayed in the same house at Muletown as well. He's a cool guy.
Dude,
But
he could put in
yeah.
some work, dude. We were on a video call chatting, and he was what was he? He was at one stage. He was applying his patented stuff, and we're just chatting, and he's got a paintbrush. He's like, it was great, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh, Richard does
Professional.
awesome work.
Professional, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Cameron, to kind of piggyback what you said and to kind of counter it in a way, you said you want to spend more time smoking a blend in different pipes.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I'm going to miss, because I plan on spending more time with individual blends before switching to another blend, which means I'm going to have to smoke them in a bunch of different pipes, what we're talking about.
Yeah.
One thing I did enjoy about maybe smoking a blend just once a day is I would smoke that blend in a different pipe, like each time I smoked it for the review. You know, Savinelli's, Peterson's, whatever, different shapes, to get a full idea of the flavor profile. But once I found the pipe that smoked that blend the best, I would finish that tin out in just that pipe. And what would happen is you would slowly build up just a little bit of cake, but it would enhance the flavor, because when that cake is building up with the same tobacco that you're smoking in it, it will just boost that profile. So that is one thing I'm going to miss, because if I'm smoking mostly one blend, it's going to be one blend in, let's say, 5 different pipes each day. So you're not getting the cake built up quite the way you would.
Yeah.
Smoke through the blend quicker, which is kind of cool. And it took longer to build that cake up. But when you smoked one bowl a day in a pipe, you know what I mean? Like, say, Haunted Bookshop, I smoked it just one time in one pipe. 20 days in, you've got a pretty good Haunted Bookshop cake built up, and it really enhances the flavor profile. I'll be saying goodbye to that, but there's goods and, what am I saying here, positives and negatives both ways you look at it, you know? But that is the one thing I'm going to miss, is finding the pipe that blend's truly sang in, and just only smoking one day in that pipe.
See, and that's what I need to find. I need to be better about that, because I bounce around so much with stuff that, like with Bison Burley, you know, I've smoked it a ton over the last few years, couple of years since it's been available, but it's been pretty much in 2 pipes. And just recently, the other day, I grabbed, I don't remember what pipe it was, but I did smoke it in one that I normally wouldn't have. And it was like, it hit me again, you know. I was like, oh yeah, man, there it is, you know. And like I said, I bounce around so much, different pipes, different blends, that I had never really found like the pipe for the blend, you know. And so I need to do that. I need to focus on one blend, smoke it through different pipes, and then find out, oh, okay, it's really singing in this one or whatever.
What's good about that, though, is once I know what pipe is best, it might take me most of the 10 to figure that out, and I won't get the chance to build up the cake. But the next time I open that tin, I know what pipe to smoke it in. You know what I mean? And what I can do from there, bring the cake back a little bit. Don't go back to Bear Briar. You know what I mean? But bring it back a little ways. And if you smoke 110 through just one pipe, you slowly build that cake up, and each experience will intensify the flavor just a little bit more. So, for instance, my go-to daily smoker is Haunted Bookshop. I'm down to just one bowl a day. It was like 5 bowls a day for a long time. But my favorite pipe is a 673. My favorite go-to blend is Haunted Bookshop. I know matches 860, but he was onto something. If it works, it works. I bought a 673, and I've only ever smoked Haunted Bookshop out of it. It's my number 3 673. So I have my favorite pipe and my favorite blend. It's the only pipe I have dedicated to one blend. But I smoke a bowl of Haunted Bookshop through it every morning that I'm home. And it has a only Haunted Bookshop cake. And it just, the flavor is so great. It takes a lot of experimenting to do that, but once you can dial in the tobacco to the pipe, man, it's a whole other experience. It's really cool.
Yeah, I need to do that.
Hey guys, real quick, we got Porch Piper Tom in the chat.
Oh.
Everyone, if you're not subscribed to Porch Piper Tom here on YouTube, he is the cornerstone of the modern YTPC. Everybody, please show some love. Go over to Porch Piper Tom. Subscribe. You will thank me later. Tom, welcome to the chat, sir. Very, very glad to see you in there.
I'll be right back.
Point, you're good. Dr. Grabo and BMP. What is BMP?
Burley Morning Pipe.
Early morning pipe. Okay.
That is what he is smoking. Or Burlier Morning Pipe. Either one would be BMP. I don't know which one he has. It's all dependent on what's available at the time with Tom. You know what I mean? He is a man after my own heart. He is an animal with these pipe tobacco blends. So,
Yeah, great taste in tobacco. I've had Burley morning pipe. It's really good. I haven't had Burlier morning pipe yet, though.
All right, guys. I am putting the Bones Chubby Rhodesian down, and I'm going for my fourth or fifth bowl with the same blend in the 7LE 311KS. This will be my last one for tonight, so we'll see how it goes.
We can't stop smoking the 11th day of Christmas.
11th day of Christmas, fourth or fifth bowl in a row. I don't even know anymore. You guys are to blame. I love you, but yes, it's getting crazy.
It's good stuff. It's really good. Oh, man. I love this. You know Tom is the man, because when he enters a chat room, there is like 15 Toms in the chat. And
everybody loves Tom for a good reason.
Absolutely.
And it goes beyond his being a rock star. You know what I mean? Being a rock star, it's something. It counts for something. But Tom is a true codger.
Listen.
Through and through.
I don't know if Mom told you this, but when I was growing up, she always told me, Hunter, always be yourself. Unless you can be Porch Piper Tom, then be Porch Piper Tom. But if not, be yourself. And there was only one Porch Piper Tom, so.
My hair is all over the damn place.
And Tom is wanting to know if anyone's tried the 2026 batch of Burley Morning Pipe the KBV Ken Byron Ventures has released. So if anyone's tried the newest batch, please let us know. We'd love to hear about it.
I
have not. That's on my list.
I've got a ton of KBV stuff, and I've been letting a lot of it sit. A lot of it's Virginia blends.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to grab them, let them sit. Burley Morning Pipe and Burlier Morning Pipe are two that I've never tried, though, just because I've been like, yeah, whatever.
What was the Overdrive blend they had? Something Overdrive?
Verge. They had Verge, Engine Overdrive.
Yeah.
He's had, I think, a few in the, like, Overdrive line, but I think.
I don't know which one I had then. But I've had a few KBV. Good blends.
Yeah, yeah. The first blend I ever had from him, which one of them, I sold two of them just because I wasn't smoking them. One was called Hands of Goats or something like that, but it was like GOTS, like the O had the two dots above it, whatever.
Uber.
However you say it.
Uber.
Yeah. But,
familiar with that one.
And then ANCAP was another one that was like a lemon case Virginia something. And whenever I bought it, I was real new and I didn't enjoy it. I was just like, man, it just tastes like hot air. So I let it sit and then got rid of it. He's got some really unique stuff, though.
Yeah, he's a great tobacco blender. I can't think of what all KBV I've had, but I've had
that's what, Ken Byron Ventures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was
Kraken Plug, that was another one I had.
Yeah. I want to try that one.
When I was on, I'm still on the forums, but before I was on YouTube and Instagram, one of the pipe forums I'm on would do a box pass each year. You know, someone would start to fill it up with tobacco and just take some out, put some in, pass it on to the next person. And there was each year, I did this for 3 or 4 years, there was always some new KBV blends to try because he released several every year. And always really highly anticipated and with very favorable reviews. I just can't think of what all I've had. Uh, the big splash, at least on the forums, and on that specific forum, which I won't name, but KBV was the big thing for a while. Right now, it's Watch City Cigars with Ernie Q that is really moving numbers, at least on that specific forum.
So Ernie has announced early in 2026 he's going to have a Burley Flake available.
Sweet.
I can
Yeah.
say such. He made it available, public informational forum. I can state as much. Hunter shared it with me, but Ernie is working with someone producing an awesome Burley Flake, which of course near and dear to my heart, and will be sampled here soon, hopefully.
And on the forum that I'm on, Ernie posted something. I don't know if he wants too much public detail on it. Everything seems to be okay, but there was a bit of a little incident in his life that if anyone wants to send a prayer out for him when they're praying tonight, send some prayers out to Ernie Q. Nothing health related, nothing like that, but kind of a little bit of a difficult time. I don't know if he would want that out there per se. That's all I'm going to say. Wasn't super major, but a little troubling time, the little setback per se. But Ernie's a great guy. With the Watch City, so like Cameron, you were talking about the Simply Red. That was a great cut Red Virginia, if I remember right.
Yeah.
And he would take Simply Red and add something to it and made Rhythm and Blues, if I remember.
Yep.
Rhythm and Blues was another great one. Back in 2018 or 2020, maybe 21, he had a Christmas blend that I loved called Double Barrel. I still have a little bit of it left. It was a really good blend. His flakes are super popular. Of course, he has several blends out with the help of Jim Inks, Rougarou being the big one. I think there's one drop left of it before supplies run out, maybe two. Yeah, it's a great blending house. So if anyone hasn't, check out Watch City Cigars. And when I say they make their own pipe blends, this is not rebranded stuff. I mean, Ernie's a master blender, and they make really good stuff.
Oh yeah. Did you see? They've got they've had Simply Red, Simply Orange.
Mhm.
They have
Oriental.
some new ones now. Yeah, they've had like this Simply VA Oriental or whatever. Now they have a Simply Gold, I think.
Oh,
I was looking at it this morning. You'll have to hop on there and look or something if you can, because they had more than one new Simply whatever.
And man, I tell you, I got a buddy who smokes. I think it's Watch City Persian Flipper.
Yeah, yep, that's Watch City.
do you know what the reference is?
Sherlock Holmes, isn't it?
It is. He kept his black shag tobacco typically in a Persian slipper in the original books. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep, we got
Simply Gold.
Yep, the gold. And you got like the Jim Inks blends, the new ones. I talked about it with someone, but Jim's Golden Ticket, and there's a second one too.
Yes. So in Jim's Golden Ticket is Simply Gold and whatever else they use. They simply, and then blend it together for the Golden Ticket.
And also, he made one with Jim Inks, just peanut butter, I believe.
Oh,
I don't know.
I think it was Watch City made peanut butter. Jim Inks, he for the past couple of years been on a diet. He lost a lot of weight, and he helped me with my diet when I lost my weight. But anyways, I think the idea was to get over his sweet tooth. He wanted a dessert pipe tobacco blend that was an aromatic, that was sweet, but was well done. So he wanted the peanut butter blend, and I believe it was Watch City that made that for him with Oriental.
You know, it's a Watch City blend that I'm gonna miss because I don't think it's coming back. Was the American Cut Plug?
Yeah,
it was like Red Virginia and Burley.
never tried it.
American Cup Plug. Was that the one that had like the red, white, and blue?
Yeah.
So that was inspired, not a replica of, but inspired by the old over-the-counter blend George Washington.
Oh, okay.
And Jim told me the story on that. I don't even know if I'd have to check to see if he ever got to try it, but it was based on that. So I guess he did get to try it, but loosely based. I don't know if it was like a Pegasus situation where it's based on the tobacco without the topping. I haven't had it, but somehow it was loosely based on the George Washington blend. But that is one that was made from Sutliff tobacco. So
Mhm.
if it is coming back, it would be, you know, like Rougarou, it would be limited supply and only a little bit left, or it is already gone.
Yeah.
But I know
Yeah.
like WSTG is
Yeah.
suppliers, so that should be good to stay for a while. But
Yeah.
he's went through a lot of different losses of tobacco suppliers in the past, so he's been through this before. If anyone can recover, it would be Ernie. He made this long post about the different blending houses have shut down, and this is nothing new for him. So um, I'm sure he'll find good quality leaf, and all will be well. You know, we might lose some favorite blends, but we'll gain favorite.
Oh
Technically,
yeah, for sure.
you know, we lost McBaron this year, but we gained, at least in America. HU was introduced to the American market. We have the, of course, the Pear Jensen blends, which have made a big splash. Everybody has at least one new favorite Pear Jensen blend. There's been some good stuff, so you know it's sad to think about what we lost, but just you know we are pipe smokers. We will persevere. We will make it through, no matter what they throw at us, and we'll find a new blend somewhere to smoke. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Hey Dakota, speaking of HU stuff, you wanted to try their whole portfolio.
Yes.
Have you ever looked at everything they offer from overseas?
I I did. Actually, I went to their, I think it was their home website, and they have like a English click and translate to
Yeah.
English everything. And there's like a lot of stuff that I'm not seeing available on the US market. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe I'm not looking in the right places. I'm not sure,
No,
but
they only have like 8 to 10 or something that's available in the U.S. Maybe a dozen, I don't know. But holy cow, their actual catalog, dude, they're loaded down.
I've
dude, it all looks so good as well.
I've
Yeah.
had two HU blends that is still not available in the United States. Samples, thanks to Walt Carolina Kirk, I've got the reviews up on YouTube. But HU's Moroccan Bazaar, and the one that I see a lot of people smoking on the forums for years. I don't know where they were getting it from, but HU Dock Worker.
Dock
Yep.
Worker's a big one.
It
It's a
is a
big
good
one.
blend, but I see a lot of people smoking it.
Dock Worker, Haymaker, and Yeneman Flake, I think were probably three really, really popular ones that
Hey,
I don't know if you can get Haymaker here or not. Maybe. Or maybe Yeneman Flake, one of them.
Dark Sea is a good one as well.
Hey,
My wife bought me that for my birthday, and as far as a daily smoke, it would not replace Nashville County. But as far as something like dessert wise on the side, oh man, Dark Sea is phenomenal.
Hey, real
So-
quick, Walt corrected me here. I knew when I said Watch City made peanut butter, it didn't sound right. It was Wilkie that made peanut butter.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
I mean, it's available
Yeah.
to buy it. That is through Wilkie Tobacco, not Watch City. I thought that sounded off. Thank you, Walt, for that correction.
Hey, another small blender to don't sleep on is McCraney's. That makes or used to make Red Ribbon.
Yeah.
But they've got some other blends like Churchill Downs and Mount Mitchell that I've had that are
I actually I need to catch up on McCraney's, to be honest with you. That's on
They're
my
good.
list. Yeah.
I have the Red Flake sample that you sent that I need to dive into. I'm glad I did wait to dive into the 11th day of Christmas 2024. I was waiting on the right time to smoke it, and this was like definitely the right time, so I knew I held off for a reason.
Hey, another sample that I think I sent you is HU's Indaba or Indaba.
Yes.
Try that one too sometime and just
Yeah.
see what you think.
I wanted to do videos on all of them. I won't get to do a video on the 2024, but I might.
Now that one's currently not available in the U.S., right? Is that still European exclusive?
The Indaba?
Yeah.
No, I think it's here.
Okay. Okay. Sweet.
So that one's really good, and the Makhua, whatever it is, it's their Burley blend.
Yeah,
that
really
one. That one looks incredible.
I was reading on that. It got really good reviews. I have to check to see if I have that one. I have some HU. I just don't know what I have.
It's really good.
And Walt, of course, because he's so lucky here, says that he lives near McCraney's.
So Walt, do you know Tyler, the Briar Ginger, from Instagram? Because he lives really close to McCraney's.
He's awesome.
Oh yeah.
So, Tom, with the Gatlin Burlier recommendations, the one that seems to be really popular is Not So Burly. And
Yep.
then another one that seems to be popular is Bishop's Blend or Bishop's Mixture. One of the two, Bishop's something, but Not So Burly, and then the Bishop's Blend. And they have others, but that's the two that I hear a lot of. But definitely the Not So Burly, I would say that's their most popular house blend. Let's see. Good stuff, good stuff.
Everybody, I am smoking the 7LA 311 KS. This is the one I bought with the Pipe Hunter on the Epic. What would you-
23 birthday trip, I guess we took.
2023 pilgrimage to the local cigar shop. Local in very big air quotes. I'd never go that way, but yeah, it's a very special pipe to me.
And I'm finishing up a bowl of Low Countries Carolina Christmas 2024 in the number 1673, which is pretty much, I ought to call this the after party Savinelli. It'd be called.
Dude, you really do smoke the hell out of that thing.
Just on Saturday nights, though. I used to smoke it every day, at least one bowl. Now it's reserved for just Saturday nights. So I smoke like 6 bowls in it on Saturdays, and then it gets a week of rest.
It's kind of like what Meatloaf said. Every Saturday night.
I felt the fever grow.
You
It
know
used to be
what
the,
it's like.
This is an off-color joke. It used to be the Diddy Party Savinelli because it used to
Oh,
get rated.
God. All revved up and no place to go.
Dakota, bad things happen when we karaoke Meatloaf.
Listen,
Oh, it was bad, man.
I got married that night. It was the best decision I ever made, Hunter. For your information.
That part was a great decision. The party after you got married and the subsequent Meatloaf karaoke session,
It's debatable. I thought it went well.
everyone else went inside.
Well, there were certain extenuating circumstances that kind of dictated that. But yeah.
I mean, you can tell the story if you want to. I've got a video floating around that I won't put on the internet, but I mean,
So,
in person, I'll be glad to show you. But Dakota and I karaoke Paradise by the Dashboard Lights. The full thing. If you know the song, there's an interlude with like a baseball announcer section. I did that.
it's really good. Listen, Hunter has been back to my sister's house since then. I have not, but yeah,
What's
got-
the
I got married that night, and there is so much like lore involved with that night. Good God.
what is Tom's favorite saying whenever we're up to no good?
Nefarious characters and stay in your own canoe.
So nefarious characters is the one I was thinking of, and we were definitely nefarious characters that night. I don't even know what to say. It was rough.
I'm not past the statute of limitations, so there's like a lot of things I'm not gonna say. But yeah.
I'm not. I'll say this: we consumed more nicotine that night than I think anyone has ever consumed.
Well, I'll say some things. Okay, we had authentic Cuban cigars.
Johnny Walker Blue.
Johnny Walker Blue. It was a good day. It was a good
And
day.
it degraded from there. I'm not going to say it went downhill, but it degraded from there.
I'll put it this way. I said my wedding vows wearing my tactical helmet and night vision because that was a Facebook thing. I actually had my PVS 14 night vision on my helmet and got married in that configuration. That happened.
Hawaiian shirt.
Hawaiian shirt, of course.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the Adidas tracksuit tonight, so.
You looked a little Yugoslav there for a bit.
Oh yeah.
The vodka,
Maybe
the sprats, the sardines. It just kind of,
Hey, I respect the sardine game. You know what I mean?
you know.
You need to get you a chain.
I'm working on it, Cameron.
A Russian mobster.
Don't call me out just yet.
I got you, Sean.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm a pimp in my free time. Y'all just don't realize it. But I had some evidence laying around. How to get rid of that?
I wasn't going to say anything, but since you bring it up,
That
Get you a pinky ring.
yeah.
There we go.
Piping my pinky up. You know what I mean?
Classy.
Oh, I hope that's not the thumbnail for the live because we can't really pick the thumbnail for the live. Either gonna be like the pinky ring or me slingshotting some
Unmentionables.
Yeah. So-
all right,
That's
guys. I think I'm getting tired.
I think so.
I'm going to be honest. I'm getting tired. I'm going to call the old man calls here.
I just pipe. I think it's good timing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Everybody in the chat, thanks for stopping by. We're going to call this one a night. Awesome episode. Awesome live. Everyone, thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you guys again real soon.